Buram.
So, hey,
Our
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Sir Mr. Roy and Mom or the wife of Mr. Roy, the director of Bule House, and honorable all teachers, all families in this house as well as Bule House, and all my friend whom I love. All majesties and all glories just be given to Allah, the Lord of the world and the King of the universe. Only to Him we worship, and the onion of our faithful who life to Him, to get reward and live the same. Salawat and salam, let's dedicate to our Prophet and last messenger, namely Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his families and all his disciples, who has divided us from the brightness to the likeness in the suffering for freedom, to follow them to hereafter. In this opportunity, I would like to deliver my speech under title The Role of Education in Social Conflict. As we know that we live on the earth, we must get conflict in our life, and a lot of part of conflict. There are usual conflict, medium conflict, and large conflict. From this conflict, we have to know how to solve the conflict, how to accomplish the conflict, and how to overmaster the conflict in our life. Dear teachers, ladies and gentlemen whom I love. So, from this question, are we confused? And does it complicate us?
Kegantian lagi kok.
And perhaps, if we don't think, we will not complicate to answer it. We just have one way into it. Literally, education. Education and education. And we have to know, that without education, perhaps our life will be nothing. And we will not be success. We will not be success made without education. Because education is all everything for us. And education is one of tools from student to be success, student to be smart, from the stupidness to the cleverness student. Not only the student, but also all of the country in the world to be progress country because of the highest education, because of the heart educate the student because of education. And as I know that there are two education in the world as implemented in the world, especially in Indonesian country. The first, formal education, and the second, informal education. But before, we have to know what the formal education, what the informal education. Formal education is always done by us. It's burden at school, and always burden in our school. That is formal education. For example, sociology lesson, physics lesson, philosophy lesson, and extra. In informal education, is never done by the smart student or the clever student. That is informal education is working without learning. And if we want to choose, or if we want to start, perhaps the better if we start or choose from formal education before informal education. Because why? Because formal education is so important in our life, and it's better than informal education. And you have to know that formal education, that's so structured, better than informal education. Okay, perhaps that's all for my speech. If I made a mistake from A until Z, also sorry. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Udah.
Next.
Yang merah-merah lagi.